Hello traders and welcome in a new daily market analysis video. Today is the 21st of April 2022 and this video is brought to you by the market research team at PU Prime. Let's have a quick look on the markets. We have a couple of things to mention on the economic agenda for today, as well as a few high probable scenarios or setups that we are expecting as per the technical analysis. All of this will be discussed in this video. Please stay tuned. Starting with the economic agenda for today, basically just now we had the CPI or the consumer price index numbers from the Eurozone for the month of March. Basically year over year, we had a little a number just below the expectations. So the expectations were showing around 7.5%. However, the CPI in the Eurozone is showing at 7.4%, a little bullish on the Euro for now. Having also a look on the remaining of the economic agenda, the most important things that we will be looking for is basically the weekly initial jobless claims, which measures the changes in the labor market in the US economy. We have the Philadelphia Federal Manufacturing Index. However, it isn't as important. The remaining of the economic agenda is basically a lot of statements and speeches by the monetary policy leaders all around the world. So we have the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, we have the Bank of England Andrew Bailey, Governor. We also have the ECB President Christine Lagarde. So basically, it will be a heavy day in terms of the statements about the monetary policies expected from the central banks for the remaining of this year. So that was all for the economic agenda. Let's have a quick look on the charts and the technical analysis. As usual, starting with the dollar index, basically we rejected the levels of resistance that we mentioned in yesterday's video, or the levels of supply on the 4-hour time frame. We are showing, or we are starting to see some bearish diversions on the 4-hour time frame as well as the 30 minutes time frame. Yesterday's video we had two targets, 100.46 and 100.27. basically both targets have been reached and we are continuing the move lower. Basically, at the moment, we are having this as the key level, 100.22. As long as we are trading below this level, any upward movement on the dollar index is something that we will be shorting on the short time frame. At the moment, we're having this as our key target, 99.50, 99.59. Because basically this on the 30 minutes time frame constitutes a very good demand zone. So basically, we will be waiting for any upward movement on the dollar index to short back to 99.60 roughly. That's for the dollar index. Having a look on the euro, basically a brilliant upward move from the demand zone that we mentioned on the 4-hour time frame. We again reached the levels of 100.0884, and we might expect a retracement on the euro from those areas, because basically on the 30 minutes time frame it is a good supply zone on the short time frame. However, again, we'll mention that any downward move on the euro is something that we should buy on the short time frame to target more growth on the euro versus the dollar. That was for the euro dollar. Having a look on the euro pound, basically we reached the levels of target of 0.8370 roughly. Again, we might expect a retracement, and again we are continuing the move to the upside. So we are bullish basically on the euro pound as well as the euro dollar, because we are bearish on the dollar index. Having a look on the gold trading, we had this brilliant downward move. We mentioned in yesterday's report that we might have some bearish price action from the levels of 1960 that we should short back. We had this brilliant move to the downside. We are still having our targets set around 1939, and this is something that we will be looking for during today's trading. The last thing that we have is basically the US crude oil. Both of our targets have been reached, 105.57 and 108.60, and in the meantime this should basically be on our watch list, because basically it seems to me that we will be having some sort of a sideways range or a sideways movement around the $105 per barrel. That was all for today's daily market analysis video. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for another videos and please stay safe.